country girl, and yet I had the mind of a young god. Do you remember how words dripped from my tongue, each a golden coin? Everything is so silent. Everything is so silent. And yet, the sounds of voices, children. The dust of memory covers my arms. Do you remember me? I almost remember myself. I am MEDEA, a spirited, fast runner racing through the countryside with the mind of a young god. I feel I could retch. I could retch whole rivers. I feel that I could rise, but I cannot rise. I take to my bed, but I have no bed. I have no place. I have no stone for my head. I go to and fro. I walk in my mind across an entire sea. I retreat, and then out to sea again, where it is willing, abstract. It helps me to forget, and it moves like the pendulum, back and forth. My memories are not of gold, but rust. I wind cloth around my head, for it is coming, a nerve storm. I can feel it triggering, the current source of suffering, stones pelting the human spring. And I am myself, and I am another, and I am a mother, no longer a mother. This is happening again. Those upon a ship, observing by a mast, I see them stitching words and verbs that used to be mine. Do you remember when I spoke? Coins of gold dropped from my mouth and floated in a little pool where we bathed our sons. There is a memory of warmth, a fleece of gold that I wrapped around me as a child. The people would call to me, "MEDEA, what are you doing? Give us back the fleece that is not for you." And yet it was. The golden fleece. It was mine. It was all mine. I dreamed of it. Even in the womb, I dreamed of it. I knew it. I knew it before I was born. I tasted it and the gold of it. It was in my veins, in my blood. And I spoke it. I spoke it. I spoke it. And I made it flesh. I made it into a coin of gold that dropped from my tongue and beguiled you. Do you love me? Did you ever love me? Or did you love my golden tongue? I was just a country girl. I was just a country girl with the mind of a young god. Country you who took a dagger to the heart of my own flesh. I left my father. I left my brother. I left my people for the love of you. Your hands, your face, they melt like the wax of a sacred candle. They melted when you saw your heirs, your sons, lying in a pool of blood that was not red but gold. The blood of gold was from me, from my veins. They had it within them. And had they grown when they spoke, drop by drop, their golden tears, golden coins would drop into a pool where they would bathe their sons that will never come, that will never